And this 12-year-old thought he had a couple $100 in his student savings account, but when he checked, he found there was nothing. So his father said, better get Baquero.
It is a story that will have you running to check your bank account balance.
This man and his son opened up a student savings account to hold his savings, and then they noticed the account was empty, so he called Better Get Baquero for help.
When a father tried to teach his son a lesson about saving money, it seems the dad learned a little something too.
Better Get Baquero to explain. Here's News 4 consumer reporter Linda Baquero. Linda?
That's right, and that's because while the goal was to save money, the father and son duo ended up losing most of it. Here's why.
Like many parents, Anthony Vitiello wants to teach his 12-year-old son Mason the value of saving your hard-earned money at a time when the family owned chickens in their Warwick home.
I made the deal with my son that if you keep on top of the chores associated with the flock of birds, you could then sell the eggs.
We put it in a little jar in a cabinet, and when I got enough, I went to the bank and I deposited it.
I thought it would also be instructive to show him how banking operates, take him to the bank, open up the account.
They opened a student savings account at Sterling National Bank.
I remember getting up to a little under $200.
But a couple of years after those first deposits, Anthony was surprised to see how much was in his son's account.
I happened to log in, from time to time, and I saw that the account balance had been drawn down to like $38, and I wanted to know where the money went. At first I thought somebody bought a video game console or something without permission, but closer inspection revealed that since July they had been debiting the account a service charge.
A look at Sterling Bank's statements show an abandoned account fee of $25 each month, which ate away at his son's savings.
Did you ever receive any notice about that?
I did not. Now, granted, we did move from, across town.
I kind of felt like annoyed almost, just because, it was like my money.
Anthony made several calls to Sterling National Bank, which explained it charges a fee if there's no activity on an account after a certain period of time. He then called News 4 on behalf of his son.
How do I explain that to him? How do I explain to him that the bank took this money?
If you were talking to the bank, what would you ask them to do?
Well, I'd ask them to reimburse my money.
So we spoke with Sterling National Bank, and they say they sent written notice to Anthony, but that it was sent to his previous address. Now, Sterling asked Anthony to sign a form acknowledging that the account had gone dormant, and then problem solved. The form is needed for bank regulators, but Sterling agreed in this case to refund Mason his full maximum balance of $198.51. And both father and son say they've learned a lesson now, and they're very grateful to have that money back.
Good for Mason.
Mason, yes, he worked hard for that money.
He absolutely did. Now, any tips for savings accounts?
Again, they've all learned a lesson here, and with any bank or investment account, check your statements regularly and sign up for online notifications. That might help with the mail. Also, make sure that your contact information is current. If you move, make sure to notify not just the post office, but all of your important accounts so you can stay on top of them.
Mason will be watching those statements for the rest of his life.
Yes, it's a good lesson learned at a young age.
All right, thanks, Linda. To reach Linda's team, call 1-866-NEWS-244, or you can log on to NBCNewYork.com/get-help. Our partner, Telemundo 47, also ready to answer your call in Spanish.
They could use Mason's help in the UK. There's a bit of chicken chaos. KFC is working on getting some of its 900 restaurants in Britain and Ireland